When you realize Earth is not a spinning ball in space.
Plantilla.
Flat earthers. Man, like you genuinely believe you live on a motionless plane. Which is what we observe. And that the sun and moon are relatively close to Earth and are kind of the same size. That right? Which is what it looks like. And water can't curve, which we've never seen happen. And that we and the place that we live are the products of intelligent design by somebody we've never met, made by a power much greater than us. You believe that? Fucking seriously? That is insane. Completely ridiculous compared to what I believe, which is that one day nothing f***ing exploded. Here we go. So I'm assuming that everyone knows what water acts like. You know, in case you have no idea, well, I'll demonstrate. It is free-flowing, and it always finds its level at rest, okay? Which means inside of its container, it is contained. Everyone knows this, right? No matter what container it's poured into, it finds its level, right? It's always gonna lay level. When water don't have a container, it runs to find its level, right? So if I pour this, it's not gonna stop until it finds its level. So if someone can explain to me how it's possible to have Earth, have that Earth rotating, and then water sit on the Earth level, and explain to me how that's possible. Do you have any idea how many gallons of water there is on Earth? How am I supposed to believe I am on a ball? Where is the level container? Where is the container? Someone please show me. Show me how water sticks to a ball. Anyone. I'll give you good money. You guys think flat earthers are weird? Insane. I think anyone who believes in round, rotating Earth has lost their f***ing mind. Does anyone want to tell me how this is possible? Tell me. Sea level, you guys. Not sea curve. There's no f***ing curve. You guys know we use water as a tool to level things, right? Don't you guys think that if the reflection was bouncing off the sky and the sky was bouncing off of the water, then there would be some kind of a distortion if the water didn't lay flat? I'll wait.
What the f*** is this piece of shit?
When you realize the Earth is flat, there's a firmament up above and the Bible was correct all along.
Plantilla.
Have you guys ever heard of this book? You probably haven't, because you can't even find a physical copy. You can only find it online or in audio. Basically, it is exactly what the title states, 16 emergency landings. So this is a flight to Sydney to Rio, and an emergency happened along the way, so they chose way up here in Los Angeles to stop. Now, why would they go out of their way all the way up here to Los Angeles when it would have been a lot easier just to go all the way to Rio? Well, you see, because Los Angeles is right on the way. You see this on the flat earth map. Los Angeles is on its way to Rio. Okay, here's another one. From Taiwan to Los Angeles. Emergency happened along the way, so they decided to stop way up here in Alaska. Well, that's because Alaska is right on the way. From Taiwan to Los Angeles. Boom, Alaska. Not to mention, have you ever noticed all these major corporations in the world have a flat earth logo or flag? Like the one that's most famous, the United Nations. Like, come on people, do y'all not see this? You think all this is just to be funny? Absolutely not. It's the truth.
When you learn that flight routes and emergency landings prove we live on a flat Earth.
Plug DJ.
It's the final brain cell.
When you learn that the true Mount Zion is in the North Pole, it's the magnetic mountain in the center of the flat Earth. That's why all compasses point to the North Pole.
Plug DJ.
Hi guys, I'm Stacy, and we are talking about flat Earth. Doyle asks the question, goodness, how does one explain pilots and ship captains never seeing the edge, flying/sailing in one direction and coming back where they started? So I'm going to show you in just a minute a flat Earth model so you can visualize what we're talking about, because it's really hard for people who have had a globe model ingrained in them since they were children to kind of just make this leap and figure out how it works. So let's take a look. So we're looking at a flat Earth model with the sun and the moon moving around, the flat Earth with the very center being north, and south is all these white edges here, which represent the ice wall, which goes all the way around the Earth. So Antarctica is very mysterious because nobody's really allowed to go there except scientists or like government people. You can take a cruise ship, but you're not really allowed to go off exploring by yourself. So I wonder what they're hiding down there at the South Pole that goes all the way around the Earth. So, according to the biblical flat Earth model, not only is the Earth surrounded by the ice wall, but it is covered by something known as the firmament. This is a dome. So basically, we're living in somewhat of a terrarium, basically. And the sun and the moon are local. They're not millions and billions of light years away. So there are some great resource videos if you want to watch them. These guys have devoted their life to this stuff, and they're amazing. I am by no means a flat Earth expert, but I'm convinced because it's what the Bible tells us, and I believe the Bible. And if science doesn't line up the Bible, then as far as I'm concerned, the science isn't true. But if you want to check these guys out so that you can really see the information for yourself, my favorite resource is Rob Skiba, and you can find him on YouTube. Or you can watch 3 recent documentary-style movies called Level, Level With Me, and The Next Level. And I found those on Rumble. So I hope that you do research more for yourself, and I just wish you a very blessed day. And I thank you for watching. Bye for now.
When you learn Earth is stationary, and that it is the stars that rotate above us, and that there is a firmament separating the waters from the waters.
Now, folks, look at this map. According to your social studies teacher, what is the equator? An imaginary line where?
Yeah.
Around the center of the Earth. Then if this map is correct, then the equator must be here, and Chicago has a tropical climate. Now, folks, this is the map that we use in the schools. Look where the United States is, in the middle of the world, right? Now, here's the USSR, which is no more, of course, Mongolia, China, Africa, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Now, look over here. USSR, Mongolia, China, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Two Indias here. We have two Indias. Did you know that? Now, people, this is a flat-out lie. Look at the size of Greenland and the size of South America. According to your social studies teachers, what were continents? Largest land masses on the face of the Earth, right? Now, do you know the continents? Africa, Asia, Australia, Antarctica, Europe, North America, and South America. Did I say Greenland? Well, Greenland isn't a continent, but it's a huge landmass according to this map, right? The map is a flat-out lie, people. If you read the legend on the map, here it says, in fact, South America is actually 9 times larger than Greenland. Now, look at this map. The equator on this map is down here. All the white countries are larger than they should be, and all the countries of people of color are smaller than they should be.
When you realize NASA is just Disney for adults, and that the word NASA means to beguile, to deceive.
आप अपनी स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं कि हम लैंडर मॉड्यूल
People are applauding. Let us all wait to hear from the Secretary Department of Space and Chairman ISRO, Shri S. Somnath.
When you learn that the sun and the moon rotate around the flat earth, and that the Bible was right all along.
Here's more proof for all the haters. This test right here, it proves we live under a dome.
2, 1. That sounds
When you learn compasses only work on a flat earth, they all point to Rups Nigra, the magnetic mountain on the North Pole.
Have you guys ever heard of this book? Basically, it's exactly what the title states, 16 emergency landings, and this is a flight from Sydney to Rio, and something happened, emergency along the way, and they had to stop somewhere, emergency landing, and they chose Los Angeles. Now, why would they go way out of the way when it would have just been quicker to go all the way to Rio? Well, that's because Los Angeles is right there on the way. You see this on our flat earth map? Los Angeles is on the way to Rio. Here's another one from Taiwan to Los Angeles. Something happened over here on the way, and they decided to go way up here to Alaska. Well, that's because Alaska is right on the way from Taiwan to Los Angeles. Boom, there's Alaska. Not to mention, have you ever noticed all these major corporations in the world have a flat earth map on their flag? United Nations? Come on, people. How are you not seeing this?
You think that that's just for funsies? Absolutely not. It's the truth.
How I feel knowing Earth is not a spinning ball in space, and neither it is pear-shaped, like Neil deGrasse Tyson says it is.
So let me get this right. India has landed on the moon. How about we take a look at a couple of photos, or if you want to call them photos, or whatever these are. Let's just take a look at them and I'll just let this speak for itself. Well, what do y'all think? Did we really go to the moon, India? So let's check out this video, and you be the judge.
All tense and alert as its landing rover inched closer and closer to the moon's south pole, a notoriously difficult maneuver on rough terrain. While a nation held its breath, watching in nervous anticipation and excitement, praying for a successful landing for Chandrayaan 3. And it was flawless, India's space agency said, as pure joy and relief spread through the control room.
We have achieved soft landing on the moon. India is on the moon.
A big win for India's space program and the country's reputation, 4 years after its first try failed, and mere days after Russia's competing attempt to race to the moon's south crash-landed. For India, the mission marks its arrival as a powerhouse in space exploration.
Its success belongs to all of humanity.
So, you mean to tell me that after all of these years that the United States let India go back to the moon first?
For the global science community, it's a chance to explore the enticing unknown.
This is showing the South Pole with a number of craters.
Craters that scientists think are storing frozen water that could lead to a future settlement on the moon.
There's a...
I'm not buying it, but you be the judge.
No.